So, my name is Chauncey Andrews, and this is Miss Bender. And today we're just gonna ask Miss Bender a couple questions. So, the first one I want to start with is, how was your summer?
My summer was great. I went to
good.
Monterey with my husband. I went to Vegas with my family. I went to Denver with a friend. And then I went to Dallas with my family as well.
Good. So, do you have family in all the places you've went?
I have family in Dallas, but then at the end of the summer, we go to Wisconsin and we do a golf tournament that benefits cancer. And the people that we stay with are practically our family up there.
So, Wisconsin. Are you a Green Bay? Are you a Green Bay Packers fan?
I'm actually a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Gotta love the blue and silver.
Oh yeah, of course, of course, of course. So, how do you feel about the Union football team? Since I guess you're a big football fan.
I am. I love everything Union. I love Union football. I grew up. I graduated from Union in 2002.
Really?
Yeah, and in 5th grade, my parents had season tickets underneath the press box.
Yeah.
So I grew up on Union football. And I
So,
love
with
it.
being a Union alum, did you feel like you had to come back and work here, or is that just something that you wanted to do?
I wanted to. So I started teaching at Nimitz Middle School in Tulsa Public for a year, and then I went to Owasso and I coached and I taught for 5 years. And then I got the opportunity to come back to Union, and I was excited. This place means so much to me, and what it means and represents, I love it.
So, with you starting at TPS, was that a big change, a big jump when you came to Union?
It was, when I went from TPS to Owasso, it was kind of a bigger jump. And then when I came from Owasso to Union, and I was switching grades the whole time. So I started in 7th grade, and then when I went to Owasso, I taught sophomores. And then I went to Union, I was back with 7th graders. And then when I became an AP, I was back with sophomores. So I've kind of been all over the spectrum. It was a lot of difference, but I love the diversity. That's nothing against anybody else, and that's nothing against, Owasso or anything, but I love it. That's what the whole world's about. You have to embrace that.
Of course, of course. So, can you, for some of the people that don't know out there, can you tell them what you do at Union?
So I am the director of student life. I
Yes,
took
yes.
Mike Rose's position, and so I get to do leadership. I get to do pep rallies. I get to do student section. I get to do graduation, which is a pretty big beast.
So you'll be involved in a lot of student activities.
Yes, yes.
So get to know her. You'll see her a lot more. She's great. She's great. She's great. So in high school, how were you?
So this is going to surprise a lot of people. When I was in high school, specifically at Union, I kind of kept to myself. I played tennis. Yeah.
Really?
So I had my tennis team as my friends, and then I had my church friends. But other than that, honestly, people would think that I was probably pretty stuck up because I literally just went from class to class. I was here to do school and
Nothing else.
nothing else. And so it's totally different.
So you weren't a troublemaker, nothing like that?
No, the one time I actually got detention, I cried. So I've had detention twice. One was in elementary school because I was spinning on a chair too quickly and the chair broke. Right? Why do you get detention for something like that?
That's actually kind of crazy.
Exactly. And then the second time it was Mr. Moran, who's still a teacher here. I was tardy to his class the second time because I forgot my backpack at school, and my parents, good parents, were like, "You need to suffer the consequence. You need to learn this answer." So I cried like a baby, and then I sucked it up. And
That's really tough. I feel sorry for you. But things like that happen.
Yeah.
We've all been down that path.
Yes.
Multiple times.
Yes.
With me, I have before, but we're not going to get into that. Oh my God, I just had a brain fart.
That's all good.
All right, so is there anything that you miss about being in high school?
I miss my friends. I miss Friday night football games.
Oh, of course.
I miss, because I played tennis, I didn't get to do, I never got to do what's now called Tribe Retreat. Was leadership retreat.
Yes, best.
But I was always playing on the weekend that it was. I didn't get to do a lot of stuff just because I did play tennis. I played for Union, so I had those bonds in that respect. But powder puff football used to be a thing at Union.
Yep.
And I the 2 years I was eligible to play as juniors and seniors, we had regionals that day. And so I would always get back late and I wasn't able to go.
So were you kind of like a top dog during Powder Puff, or what was that like?
I was, I played defense. They had me on the line and that was fine.
Yeah.
But I still have my jersey. Like on jersey days,
Really?
I wear my throwback
Really?
Union Powder Puff jersey. Yes.
So I feel like from like just looking at you, you were really aggressive. Like I feel like you were like really about what you were doing.
If I care about something and I'm passionate,
it's 100.
110%.
Yeah, for
When
sure.
I have
For sure.
2 little boys, and when somebody messes with my little boys, Mama Bear definitely comes out.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I don't know if aggressive's the word. Passionate is probably
passion
a
is
better
way
word.
better.
Yes.
Yeah. So with having two sons, how's that impacted your life?
I don't sleep. They move
Really?
constantly. I've got one's 5 and one's 8.
Yeah.
My 8-year-old is actually high functioning autistic, so he's really, really smart. He wants to go to Duke, but he wants to go to Duke to be a teacher. So we've said you can just travel yourself up to Northeastern University for that. But they love. I'm a huge OSU fan. My husband's an OU fan.
Oh, so it's a split house.
It is, but the boys
house.
know the colors to wear. They know that the orange is the place to go, and we go to Stillwater a lot, and they love it. And they love Union. They're super excited to get to be back at the high school. They've gotten to be around some of the leadership kids, and
so they're starting at Union.
They are. Yep, they're
That's
at Anderson
good.
Elementary.
That's good. Anderson. That's a good school. I knew a lot of people that came out of Anderson. I went to Peters. But
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine either way.
Yeah.
What activities, was there anything other than tennis that you were involved when you were in high school?
I was involved in FCA. There used
FCA.
to be clubs called Clean Team and Core, which we're probably actually going to try to get going again. But Clean Team was on Thursday mornings and Thursday afternoons. We would meet and we would go and we would pick up the school because it's our school and we wanted to take care of it.
Yeah.
And if you attended X number of events, you got a T-shirt, which is always great. And then Core was where we made signs to promote activities around the school. Like we would promote all the sporting events and share the love.
That's good. I think that'll be really good for this year. So you said you've told us that you've been to a lot of different places over the summer. So what is your favorite destination?
That's a very hard question. I love Colorado's beautiful, and I love hiking.
Yes.
I am an avid Disney fan, actually.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So we got another Miss Fisher. We have another Miss Fisher.
Yes, I've been to Disney. I've been fortunate enough to get to go to Disney quite a few times in my life. We are actually going over fall break to take. It'll be my youngest first time at Disney World.
That's good.
Yeah, my dad's goal was to take all of the grandkids when they turned 5, and so mine's the last one, and we're gonna go have a good time.
That's fun. So have you ever been to California?
Yes.
So have you went to SeaWorld or anything like that?
Yep, been to Disneyland, been to SeaWorld, been to San Diego Zoo. This past summer, my husband and I went and did Monterey, California for our 10-year anniversary, which was really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
So were y'all on an ocean?
Yeah, it was down on the ocean. One of the places we ate dinner at, actually, there were sea lions swimming past us, which was pretty cool. I love seeing that stuff in nature. It just reminds you how small you are. And sometimes that's a good reminder.
Okay, that's good. So, something besides all this, what is your taste in music?
So if you look at my Pandora station, I've
gosh.
got a
my
shuffle, and my shuffle is between Need to Breathe, country music, and Disney music.
Need to Breathe, what is that?
Need to Breathe is kind of like a folky Christian type artist
Really?
band. They're very laid back. I also like Ben Rector, so basically I'm kind of all over the spectrum.
Yeah.
My boys love Imagine Dragons, so I
love them.
Yeah.
I love them. They're actually they're good.
Yeah, I've
good.
become a fan of Imagine Dragons as well, thanks to them. So
how did they find Imagine Dragons?
I'm not sure. My oldest, I think, found it by his baseball team. They had pump up jams and whatever. And then my youngest, of course, he wants to be just like older brothers.
Yeah.
So they just get on the iPhones and they look through the music. And
So what about movies?
I love sports movies.
Really?
I do. I love Remember the Titans. I love Glory Road. I love.
So I'm pretty sure you like The Blind Side too.
Yes, I do. I love The Blind Side. That's an amazing movie, an amazing story, all of it. I also love Disney movies.
Of course.
And then I'm an avid Harry Potter fan as well.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So how do you think sports movies would impact people's lives?
I think they're really good tales of just like, this is a good question. Really good tales of like what happens when you just kind of put it all out there and you don't leave anything to regret, and like breaking boundaries and, I love a good underdog story. I love like when they come back from everything. I love seeing the adults' impacts on kids' lives. Because I think that's so powerful.
Yeah. So, in The Blind Side, if you ever had the opportunity to take a kid in, would you?
110%.
That's good.
No doubt.
That's good.
My husband and I have had this conversation multiple times, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, oh my gosh, I just had no brain fart. Oh my gosh. All right, so I see that you have open-toed shoes. Would you prefer open-toe or closed?
I hate closed-toed shoes.
Really?
I hate them.
Feet got to breathe?
Yeah, they've got to breathe. And it's just 10 times easier. Like, and I am not a heels girl. Like, you will never see me in heels ever. No. I ain't got time for that.
No, we don't got time.
No.
We're trying to make the school better.
We do.
Everywhere we can. We don't gotta dress up.
Yes.
And with me, just being honest with you, I hate socks. Like, I have them on right now because I just got back from football, but other than that, I hate them.
Yes, they're so constricting. Like, I love feeling grass on my feet.
Yeah.
And I love I like my feet being able to move and feel
So
everything.
you see Mr. Irwin with the OU shirt on.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, to each his own. My husband's degree is from OU, so it helps pay the bills.
Oh,
so obviously there's nothing, wrong with that, but there's no way you will ever see me in a crimson shirt.
Oh, I don't like it
It's disgusting. I don't look good in it. I borderline looking good in Union Red, but the crimson, no,
so
thank you.
When you were at OSU, how was that? Were you in any sororities or?
I was in a sorority for a year, and then it just was, at the time I wanted to be a vet. Yeah. And between being a vet and being in the sorority, it was just way too time consuming.
Way too much.
Yeah.
So are there any, like, for us seniors this year, is there anything you'd like to tell us on, well, female-wise, is there anything you'd like to tell them? Like tips, any tips for them?
So, obviously Stillwater's the best. It's a pure
course.
college town. It's very relaxed. You can walk everywhere. It's got the #1 homecoming in the nation.
Really?
It's got such a rich tradition in basketball and wrestling. And it's just truly a family atmosphere. I love our new head basketball coach, Michael Boynton. Oh my gosh, I love the man. Like, he's amazing.
So were you there for all 4 years?
Yep, all 4 years.
And what did you major in?
So my major I switched multiple times. I went from being a vet to biological science major to, I think I did psychology for a semester, and then I finally landed on secondary education with an emphasis in biology.
Really? Mm-hmm. So that's good. It seems like you were really active in
I was. I
your
loved
years of being at school.
Yeah, I loved that. I loved being able to come home still when I wanted to.
Oh, for sure.
My nephew was born my junior year, and after he was born, I came home all the time.
So do you think being closer to home was helpful on your end?
I absolutely do. I mean, even now looking back, I wish that I would have gone to TCC even for some time. Yeah, just to be able to. It's a big adjustment.
Oh, for sure. You're on your own.
Yeah, you're on your own. You don't have a bell that rings that tells you to go to the next place.
Nope.
And if you screw up, it's on you. And so I wish I would have gone and done TCC, saved some money, lived at home, kind of gradually gotten into college instead of just going straight into it. Yeah,
because, I mean, I know some people, they're kind of, they want to move far away, but then again, it's just like, man, I'm away from my family, the people I grew up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see how that's a big change. So, Stillwater, I've never been.
Oh,
So
you're missing.
Can you please tell me what it's like?
You are missing out. Well, it's orange everywhere. obviously. It's grown a lot since I've been there. There's a lot more restaurants. There's a lot more places to eat. My sister went to Stillwater, and she's 10 years older than me. So she actually, there was even less there. Like, they got a Red Lobster her senior year of college,
Really?
and they thought that that was big time stuff. But it's just very, the student government association does a great job at like having movies on campus for you to get involved in. It's just it's a good college feel town.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. So, I've seen a lot of shirts like that have like the Friends on it. Mm-hmm. So it just made me think of Netflix. So what are some of your shows that you watch? Your go-to shows?
My go-to shows. Oh, this can be kind of embarrassing. I love a good reality TV show.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I feel like I already know what you're about to say.
Bachelor in Paradise right now.
Oh my gosh.
And Big Brother. Big Brother's a good one in the summer too. I'm a Big Brother
I know
fan.
a lot of people in my grade that love the show.
Yeah. And then I love Grey's Anatomy is always a staple. This Is Us, A Million Little Things, and then anything sports-wise.
This Is Us.
This Is Us. Yeah.
I think that's.
I think that's what it's called. With the triplets, isn't that right? On NBC.
I don't know. It might be. I thought you were talking about something different.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
But yeah, like Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
Isn't that like 12 seasons?
It is. Like, it's, yes. That show started when I was in college, and I've watched it from season one. And it's kind of one of those things where, like, they've killed off a lot of the main characters, which is annoying.
For sure.
Because
most definitely. They do that with every show nowadays.
Yes, and you get emotionally attached to them. And so, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it's one of those things where, like, I want to see how it ends now. Like, I'm too invested.
You can't stop now. Too many hours put in the show.
Exactly.
So, favorite childhood series growing up?
Oh my goodness.
This is a hard one.
This is a really
From either
hard
like
one.
Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, all that. Boomerang.
I loved
something.
Boomerang wasn't around when I was growing up.
Oh my gosh. What am I saying? Oh my god.
I loved Fraggle Rock growing up, and you probably will have no idea what that is, and that's okay.
It sounds familiar.
I mean, they live in underground, and they had doozers and like all these cute little. It was just a good little like, and that was when I was little. Obviously, when I like got 13, 14, 15, I did not watch Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, you pulled away from it.
Yeah, I mainly just watched movies when I got into middle school.
Yeah. So, what do your sons like to watch? I know for a fact that they're invested in Fortnite, all the games like that, aren't they?
They're not actually.
Really?
Now my oldest loves. He's got a DS, and so he does all things Mario. But they really love. What have they watched? Holy Moly, the golf show that Stephen Curry like developed.
Yeah.
Which is awful. No offense to Stephen Curry, but it's a pretty bad show. They also like
Holy
$1 Million
moly.
Mile, which is I think it's LeBron James that developed that one, and Tim Tebow's the host.
Yeah.
That one's pretty
just
bad
sports
too.
related, kind of.
Yeah, they like sports related. American Ninja Warrior is an all-time favorite.
Oh man.
Yes.
I was watching that too, and I'm just like, wow,
They're
this
crazy.
is really like.
Yeah.
People are really doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. And my kids try to hang off the fireplace and make it their obstacle course. That's fine. Nobody's broken or bled or anything. We're good.
That's good. So as time started to wind down, I want to ask you just one more question.
All right, go for it.
What does being a Redskin mean to you?
I've been thinking about this. To me, being a Redskin it's something to be proud of because of everything that we stand for and everything that's come together and everything that we represent. I think our high school is a really good representation of what the world is today. And part of my goal is getting our leadership class to kind of reflect that more and getting more kids involved and kind of breaking down that us versus them type stereotype between the leadership and the student body.
Oh, for sure, sure, because I've witnessed some tension between the two. Yeah,
and so I love being a Redskins all about traditions, but at the same time breaking breaking the mold and making a new way.
Yes.
And it's about a legacy. My boys have every intention of graduating from Union. They think it's audacious if people don't go to Union, which is great. But it's just about legacy and pride.
I like that. That was a really good answer.
Thanks, appreciate it.
That was a really good answer. Well, is there anything else you would like to say?
Come to activities and come be a part. We want everybody there.
Yeah.
It's a great school. It makes the memories.
Well, you heard it. Well, thank you again for listening to us, watching. And I'm Chauncey Andrews.
I'm Miss Bender.
And we're out.
Thanks, Chauncey.